Good morning, it's Dr. Garrett, and today I'm going to tell you about a case I had. I had a lady come in, and her only complaint was very brittle nails. And so the first thing that I'm thinking is low vitamin D, because when your vitamin D levels are low, it can cause your hair, your skin, your nails, and all that kind of stuff to be terrible. And so I take a look at them. A couple things that I'm looking for is something called leukonychia, which lets me know if there's a zinc deficiency. That's where you get little white lines across your fingernails, not related to trauma. And there were a couple little white spots on there, but she does a lot of stuff with her hands. And so then the next thing I was thinking was, is it some kind of chemical reaction, like maybe like bartender's hands or something like that, where you are constantly in like an acid or something? And we ruled that out. So the next thing that we did was we ordered just my typical panel on her. And one of the things that I had found was that when we were looking at her thyroid function, TSH was optimized, T4 was optimized, T3 was suboptimal. Now, we know that when T3 is suboptimal, this is your metabolism, that you can have a lot of problems within the body, but sometimes it's related to a deficiency of nutrients. And so this could be selenium, zinc, or iodine. So then we go through and we do a zinc tally test in the office. So I have her put a dropper full of Mary Ruth's Ionic Zinc. It's unflavored. Have her swish it around and swallow it down. And she's like, it is very sweet. Tastes like grapes, like a grape candy. And so automatically we can rule in that zinc may be a cause of this. Now, selenium may also be a cause of this. And we know that selenium and zinc typically are found in the same foods, green leafy vegetables, fish, nuts, seeds, things like that. And so I encouraged her to throw a little bit more of this in her diet and to see if this could make a difference in those dry, brittle nails. So then we were kind of thinking about, is this a calcium deficiency, because she also doesn't like to drink milk. And so vitamin D deficiency was ruled out. We discussed, trying a little bit of calcium, just more from food sources as well. We also discussed magnesium. Magnesium is super important. You hear me talk about it in just about every video. Magnesium is super important, and low magnesium can also cause issues with your nails as well. And then biotin. Biotin is another one of those things that, if you don't have enough biotin in your body, that you'll notice your hair will be very dull. It will feel very brittle, very flaky. And the crazy thing is we get biotin from the same sources that we're going to get selenium and zinc, the same sources that are going to help with our conjugation pathways within the liver, the same sources that helps with the metabolism and the assimilation of estrogens as well. And so this is going to be things like broccoli, kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, radishes, soybeans, sunflowers, onions, all of those good things. So we put her on a regimen. Basically, I'm food first. I had her do more food. And so we did more green leafy vegetables, more nuts, more seeds. About 90% plant-based diet with a good amount of protein. And so remember, your protein should be no bigger than the palm of your hand and no thicker than a deck of cards. And so we put her on a good protein source. And while speaking about protein, if you're feeling along your fingers and you've got a lot of ridging going on along the fingernails, this could be an indication of protein issues, whether that's too much or too little. And it can also be a sign of hypochlorhydria, which is where you don't have enough stomach acid to break down said proteins. So, the nails tell us a lot, and I thought that was an interesting case that I could share with you today. If you have any questions, give me a call.